That is how it is. I loved her so, and I love her still, Daruga. I'm dying of love for her. I tell you, if you knew how beautiful she was when she let me kiss her alive, it was the first time, Daruga. The first time I ever kissed a woman. Yes, alive, I kissed her, alive. And she looked as so beautiful as if she'd been dead. I kissed her just like that, on the forehead. And she did not draw back from my forehead from my lips. She is a good girl. She is a good, honest girl. And she saved your life, Daruga, at a moment when I wouldn't have given 2 pence for your potion skin. As a matter of fact, nobody bothered about you. Why, you were there with that. Why were you there with that little chap? You would have died as well as he. My word. How she entreated me for her own free will. Become engaged to me. She did not have 2 men engaged to her, which is true enough. As for you, you didn't exist. You had ceased to exist, I tell you. And you were going to die with the other. Only, mark me, Daruga. When you were yelling like the devil because of the water, Christine came to me with her beautiful blue eyes wide open, and she swore to me, as she hoped to be saved. She consented to be my loving wife. Until then, in the depths of her eyes, Daruga, I'd always seen my dead wife. And it was the first time I saw my living wife there. She was sincere, as she hoped to be saved. She would not kill herself. It was a bargain. It was understood that I was to take you both up to the surface of the earth. When at last I cleared Louis Philippe room of you, I came back alone. You see, Daruga, I couldn't carry him up like that. At once, he was a hostage, but I couldn't keep him in the house in the lake either because of Christine. So I locked him up comfortably and I chained him nicely. A whiff of the Mazinderan scent had left him as limp as a rag. And the communist dungeon, which is the most deserted and remote part of the opera, below the fifth cellar, where no one ever comes and nobody ever hears you. I then came back to Christine. She was waiting for me, erect and alive, a real living bride, as she hoped to be saved. And when I came forward, more timid than a little dog, she did not run away, no. She stayed. She waited for me. I even believe that, Daruga, that she put out her forehead. Oh, little. Not much, just a little. Like having a bride. And I kissed her. She did not die. Oh, how good it is to kiss somebody, Daruga, on the forehead. You can't tell, but my mother, Daruga, my poor, unhappy mother, would never let me kiss her. She used to run away, throw me my mask. Nor any other woman ever. As you can understand, my happiness was so great I cried, and I felt her feet crying, and I kissed her feet, her little feet crying. You're crying too, Daruga. And she cried also. The angel cried. Yes, Daruga, I felt her tears flow on my forehead. Mine. They were soft. They were sweet. They trickled under my mask, and they mingled with my tears, my eyes. Yes, they flowed between my lips. Listen, Daruga, listen to what I did. I tore off my mask so as not to lose one of her tears. And she did not run away, and she did not die. She remained alive and weeping over me, with me. We cried together. I've tasted all the happiness the world can offer. Listen, Daruga. While I was at her feet, I heard her say, "Poor, unhappy Erik." And she took my hand. and I become no more, than a poor dog, ready to die for her. I mean it, Teruga. And in my hand I held a ring, a plain gold ring, which I had given her, which she had lost, which I had found again. A wedding ring, And I slipped down to her little hand and said, there, take it for you and him. It shall be my wedding present from your poor, unhappy Erik. I know you love the boy. Don't cry anymore. She asked me what I meant in a very soft voice. I made her understand that, where she was concerned, that I was only a poor dog, ready to die for her. She could marry that young man when she pleased, because she had cried with me and mingled her tears with mine.